I've seen the demonstration rice feed for the farmers. We want you in a nutshell to tell us what the government has in stock in order to assist the farmers for more rice production in Lagos State.
Well, what I've said before was that is that Lagos State has, the riverine areas has a potential for rice production. And since we started this program about 2 years ago, the government have continued to assist the farmers in providing the processing facilities and the storage, which is the most important thing in rice production. And furthermore, we intend to help the farmers to give them credit, because that's another area where they have suffered too much.
Can you further give us an insight into what farmers should expect for the year 1990?
Well, for example, at Easter now, we are proposing to give them a processing machine, because that place, we have a lot of rice there being processed manually by farmers. And if the government is going to give them the processing machine and build storage facilities for them. Furthermore, and we discovered that some of the areas they need chainsaw to cut down the trees, because
Èyí tí ẹ̀wọ̀n bá padà.
Tó bá dé ta o, àwọn agbára lápẹ́tà àwọn tó bá lágbẹ́dẹ́ ìgbòho. Ẹ̀mí yóò lè yé mí. Tó tí mọ́tò yẹn gbogbo, òun ló fi hàn gbogbo dáhùn sára mọ́tò. Òun ló ṣe àwọn ẹ̀mí. Òun gbogbo tí kì í ṣe ọkàn ó ti dúró gbẹ́tò ní ìmọ̀lẹ̀.
Ọ̀tá sọ́ba kí ni? Ọlọ́run yọ ọ̀rìn ni, Ọlọ́run máa tọ́ ọ̀rìn tẹ̀lé. This is 19. Oh, lè wo wọ́kẹ̀.
How many more? What's the if the apple is 2 tons, how much is it? Okay, let's say it's 700.
If you have it.
For what? Rice. No. To local. I bought rice yesterday. The other one was 800. 50 kg. And the local one was just about 50 naira.
Okay, let's go 700.
700. What does it do?
Can kill the plant entirely. The grow plant. The way we reduce.
And at what stage does it come in?
At one stage.
No, at the
No, we use that's why we have it like this now. Even also that
What do you have to Time to time with it, we have done the one where we have given them the message and see what they are making.
farmers.
Yes. So we see that this is the government demonstration effort, and this is the result of the effort side by side with it.
Yes.
And we can interview the people and ask them to, the extension officer is always there to answer that like this.
Now that the year 1999 is just going in, we want you to tell us what are the plans that the state government has in order to improve in the agricultural sector.
Thank you very much. The state government intends to make 1993 an agricultural year. In fact, a food production year. Last year when the government came in, it was a more or less preparatory year. But this year, one of the problems the government wants to tackle is the question of food. We all know that the food prices are very high and everybody is feeling the pinch. And to ameliorate that, the government has a lot of programs. Here we are saying that one of the efforts of the government in boosting food production. Rice, we know, is a very common food that is eaten by everybody. And we have a lot of areas in Lagos State where rice can be produced. This is an area. Other areas are Ise, Igbogun. At this place, this is a demonstration site where the government has a 5-hectare demonstration rice plot. And what we are doing here is to show people how they can grow rice. We are using the best variety in town now from the IITA. And with these trials, we can now transfer this technology to the farmers. Apart from that, we assist the rice farmers in Igbogun with processing machine, and of course we give them the necessary extension. Our extension officers are always there to tell them when to plant, when to water, and to attend to their problems. In case there are disease outbreak, the extension officer tells them what to do. And with processing too, we have assisted them in groups with their processing machine so that they can all harvest and then use the processing machine, and it has very minimal rates. Also, in the area of other crops, we are assisting farmers by giving them improved seeds, and even this year we are thinking that we can take in the graduates from Maraga and introduce them into vegetable production. On the other side of this place, you can see that the land is still fallow. We intend to break this into 1-hectare plots, and because we are using water from Ogunshun, which we have actually paid for, and we cannot utilize the whole water, this water can be used to irrigate the farm across the channel and be broken into plots for the graduates, and they can do vegetable, dry season vegetable, and this is very lucrative. They can make their money.
Since Lagos State comprises of most of the areas are riverine areas, which paves way for the state to practice fish farming. A lot of farmers have been complaining of adequate equipment, lack of adequate equipment to assist them in their occupation. They complain of storage facilities, fishing equipment, and so on. What are the plans of the government to assist the farmers in the area?
Lagos State is a riverine and a maritime state,
And we know that fishery is one of the indigenous occupations, and even past governments have been assisting farmers. And this administration too has been doing a lot for the fishermen in the state. Even last year, which was inception year, the government spent only more than 5 million naira on fisheries development. Towards the middle of last year, 100 outboard engines were allocated to fishermen in the state at 50% subsidy. Even by the end of last year, the state government had already made arrangement to procure about 150 outboard engines. As soon as the payment is made, they are going to receive it, and that is part of last year's budget. Apart from that, the state government spent about 2 million to purchase nets, and these two will be given to farmers very shortly and to fishermen very shortly to meet the forthcoming fishing season. In addition, fish farmers too were assisted with improved fish seedlings. Some people were given land to start fish farming, and apart from that, we offer them extension services. Apart from the fishing per se, we assist them in processing. You know that fish is a highly perishable good, and last year we spent about 1 million naira to rehabilitate all the cold rooms in all the divisions of the state. So now there's no division in the state without a functioning cold room. Even as far a place as Okufolu, there's a 20-ton cold room there. In Orimedu, there's another 20-ton cold room. In Lekki, there's a 20-ton cold room. In Ekpe, there is one. In Badagry, there is one. And in Lagos and Victoria Island, we have 3 functioning cold rooms. These are being given to fishermen to preserve their fish. And in addition to, we want to encourage people who import fish who have no storage facilities. We charge them minimal rates to store the fish before sales. This year, we intend to actually erect some cold rooms in other locations where fish is being produced in a large scale. This, we hope, is going to bring down the price of fish. And in addition, we have implored the federal government through the National Council on Agric to ensure that all agricultural products for this 1993, we hope that will come in the budget. This was a meeting held with the minister, the outgoing minister of agriculture last year, and all the 30 commissioners in all the states.
That's close now. It's close enough. Good afternoon to you, sir. We are very sorry to kept you waiting for quite a long time. We want to take a look into some of the health programs that the administration has for Lagosians. Can we talk a little on the rehabilitation program of the General Hospital and the Island Maternity?
Yes, indeed. Very shortly, we shall start on the refurbishment of Lagos Island General Hospital, and perhaps a little later, we shall move to the Lagos General Hospital. As you know, we recently had a fundraising launching for these 2 hospitals, and we're grateful to the federal government for giving us a substantial amount at that time, to which other groups and individuals also contributed. In addition, we have an even greater reason to be grateful to the federal government because of the other contributions towards the care and equipping of hospitals. As you know, they have made donation towards Anyike House, and also another donation towards the Lagos State General Hospitals. So all these projects we're looking forward to, and we hope to accomplish them this year.
Last year you embarked on just one shot. you embarked on the closure of some private hospitals in the states that were below the normal standards that has been set for them. We want to know what steps is the ministry taking to ensure that these standards are conformed with by these private hospitals?
Yes, well, I'm pleased to let you know that right now we're in the process of constituting the governing board known as the Private Hospitals Registration Authority. This board will be supervising the affairs of this unit of our ministry, and this unit, as you know, has been pursuing relentlessly our goal to ensure some kind of safety standard within our private hospitals. So that board will soon be in place. In addition, we are planning to strengthen and increase our inspectorate teams, which we hope to strengthen or to increase from 1 team as it was last year to 4 teams, so that they can now be able to cover the state more effectively, supervise these hospitals, look into areas of complaints which we get from time to time, and generally be able to ensure a good level of safety in our private health institutions.
Thank you very much, sir. Now we want you to take a general look at the health programs of the state. Now we want you to send a message to the public on what they should expect, a kind of giving them hope
in our health programs.
In health programs.
Yes, well, we are continuing our efforts, some of which one will be able to say with some degree of satisfaction bore fruit last year. So we are continuing along the same lines. Our plans to build new general hospitals, infectious disease hospitals, and the children's hospital are still on course. There has been some delay, but we are hopeful that very soon we will be able to embark on these projects. We are also following on our old plan of strengthening our existing hospitals in terms of recruitment of doctors and other cadres of health workers. His Excellency the Governor, Sir Michael Otedola, has been very helpful in this respect, in granting the appropriate dispensation, to recruit these new cadre of staff. And I think the difference is already being felt in many of our hospitals. So in the health area, we are looking forward to a fairly productive year, a year in which we shall make noticeable improvement in our healthcare delivery in the state.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay.
And adulterated drugs. This administration is determined to continue its fight against the perpetrators of this crime. We are setting up a new task force on fake and adulterated drugs. And this task force, we are hoping, will be a strong task force and will be quite up to the task. And we shall try to assist them with the necessary requirements like transportation and all forms of other logistic support, because we realize that this problem is still very rampant, not only in our state but all over the country. We are also looking forward to further improve on the supply of drugs in the general hospitals. In other words, we want to make an even further improvement in the area of making the drugs available that patients who are seen in the hospitals need, so that they won't have to now go out and shop around for drugs which may turn out to be substandard, or in some cases outright counterfeit drugs. So we are going to strengthen this area. I may let you know that right now, as we are speaking, the installation of computers, computerization of the medical stores, is going on and should be completed in a matter of weeks. This will further help us to follow drug movements and to be able to respond to stocks more promptly than was possible before.
From somebody who got it. So anyone who did it, please ask the person that did it. We go around and we're not satisfied with the corridors, the open wires. This is not the other place. This is not the other place we're going. Right, it's not official matters now. It's not confidential. Right, it's not official matters. I don't like that. You see, even in this country, you can see governments after collecting money. They are not after promoting business. And the government say like that. You should be able to be interested in why this.
Just discuss that with him.
No, but you can't do that. You have to know my context. It's very important. Tell us. We don't know if you don't tell us. That's in the best. If you are encouraging business, you don't do this. If you come here to find out why this is it's not to be done like that. It's very wrong. You don't promote. It's like by doing by press. They don't do this anywhere in the world. All you do is to levy. You are not interested in how one makes progress. How one makes progress. But it's not here. You know what the discussion is doing now. It's confidential. There are certain matters that are confidential. And you will not for me because I'm not doing my own business. It's not fair.
The familiarization talk the board was announced over the radio and television. It's not polite, sir. You can't just walk away from it. You can't just walk away from it. It's not polite.
Work is very
medical sophistication. I don't mind if you can grab it and see the kind of facilities.
Yes, that is our interest. Most of the kind of facilities we have, that public we have, actually use the classes of the course, that is most of those issues. And then we will also like to see the license for facilities, other issues, like the medical certificate of the staff, the assistance.
What happened to your car? I'm put on your car. That's what I'm talking to you. This one, you have to buy it now. I know how much it costs you now. We just brought new ones for this week.
They'll get value for
And the ones with single bed is how much?
It's the same thing.
With single bed?
Some people like single, some people like
All the flat rates?
Yes.
No, both double and single flat rates.
Flat rate.
1,600.
Thank you very much. It's a small place.
Yes,
I'll do that.
Are you satisfied? Six groups.
Here we have the problem being that we are near the swamp.
Yes.
The water is changed every 3 months, but it's treated every week.
Yes.
Let us try
Pili.
Special lounge here for breakfast and things like that will only belong to clients on this floor. Remote control, everything can be controlled from here, from lighting to television, etc., etc. Sorry, $225. Plus service and taxes.
Actually, by the current exchange rate, there's not much in there.
What is today? 19, whatever the say, whatever exactly, yes. Convert exactly what the city rate is, or the city bank rate is. And then here we have the minibar.
That's the front.
The minibars, yeah, I have special seats, so we know that.
What's the type of please?
Sorry?
The type, what's the type? Type of apartment accommodation. What's the type?
The double, yeah. Most of our rooms are double. Most of our double rooms are 2 beds in. Yeah, so it's very good. And also the master suite in the one or two. Oh, now it's the money. Yes, a bit more, I think 550 or something like that. 550. Yeah, let me check the exact figure. And here it's bedded.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you don't, so instead of having extra beds, you know, these extra beds they're having in hotels. Because a lot of times maybe we cannot sell the whole suite, but we have such a lot of demand of room nights, so we can sell these as separate units for a night. Yeah, so you can one room there, one room there, one room there, but if you don't sell the whole suite, because of the occupancy we have, instead of having the extra beds for the staff carrying out, and it looks cheaper, just pull that one down. And this is toilet. No, it's a master switch. You have a master switch. Oh, something that will be a master switch. What do you think of?
I think so.
Why? You are just coming there. You didn't make sure that you get the way why you need to say. You know, the editing. Man wants to use it. Go to the Burma and you get we make sure I like the following like that. But after when we go to another country, they force us to do that. So why should I be in Nigeria and not use the internet? Also, we also design the other this one is about 32. But if location arrives, we have to get this. That is to come from 5 million. Show you can see that. Show you that. And just wait for people coming in and out. This is also bad. This is another bad. You can open another one. I'm not going to you are anytime you are around, all the 9 years you are around, you are around, thank you.
This is not occupied.
No, it's not.
It's occupied room, sir.
It's not here.
One is on ground.
So toilet.
So this is double room, or what do you call this?
We call it. It's sometimes when you have money for all the other, they want to be in a room. At the same time, they want to be separated. I look at the hour money. Hey, meeting in KBC. I want someone here.
How much do you charge for this?
Well, this one is about 30 naira higher.
That's about 280.
Yeah.
280.
Yes.
How many of these do you have, sir?
It's only in this block. And you put it to make your hand
Does it rumors this kind of resources?
No, I want to have you people.
I will accept. I will accept.
Okay, out of these 5 problems we have just listed, what do you think that the fact that the government can take to solve?
Well, the fact the government can take, one, that energy problem, that payment problem, it's not something anybody can do. The money we are spending
that's NEPA. You want the government to improve or to privatize?
Then, when you come to the now, a private person, there's a limit. A private person can go when you are talking about that. So, then, how can you go and borrow money and be paying 35 or 40%? You know a better tax. I'm only saying that I'm going to cut it now. What if I tell them big on here? What is where everything for them? That puts in this type of thing. Where are you going to get the interest rate? So, that's sorry. When people don't go to another place where you be punished, you go to them because you want to enjoy yourself. Either for one another, so many types of stuff, for passion or for business. So, if you go there, there is no AC or NEPA is here. There is a limit. There was a night here. Generator vigil. ọ̀nà méjìlá gbà tó what do you expect an average man to do that? Mo lè fi máa ń sojú sẹ̀ òun ní ajírọ́bà fẹ́. Ní ajírọ́bà
what is the overall assessment of the test so far visited?
I think we'll be able to meet some good ones. Why we met some bad ones, as you know, because the bad ones have already been closed down. But we have some good ones which we hope they are meeting up the standard expected of them. But there are, for example, like Gavita where we went today, you know, there's something to write home about that hotel. But actually, some have proved their mettle to have met standard expected of them. But there are some bad ones, as the father said. Those bad ones have been cautioned. Some one hotel has been closed down, and some have been given ultimatum to either amend or repair the diving areas we discovered there. And after that must have been carried out, we have to leave them. Where they fail to, we have to close them down. So that because they have to give their customers the good value for their money. But so far so good. The industry is so good value. Because this visit has exposed many things to us. We cannot just sit down and allow these people to collect money from the customers without giving them the value of their money. So we have to continue the visit to ensure they keep to the standard expected of them. Okay, sir. There are some categories of hotels that don't have anything to do with the local government. They have to deal directly with the Lagos State Hotel Licensing Authority, because that is why they collect their license from. It is the authority that covers them to operate. They don't have anything to do with local government. Only beer parlors that operates on and off license that used to deal with local governments.
Sir, I'm Robert Wilson.
Because we cannot know from our end there that this hotel is being used for dubious reasons, except through this type of visits, we hope to discover them.
Okay, how often will your board continue this kind of
as often as possible?
Thank you.
Wildcat Chief, and of course the Ashalu of Ikosi Town, Oba Adegboyega Taiwo. Hope you put a hands together for Oba Adegboyega Taiwo. I should answer. Kabo. Government area. Sheikh Kabo, sir. Very much. I wonder if Mr. Matthew K could please come forward for a few. Tunji Adina Joe Limited is here, Chief Manu Ashan. Mr. Naro. We have International Airport Road, Alhaji Salami. As well as Mr. Tutu Buraimo. The managing Mr. as it presents Hello.
In between 764
when the new administration took over, but if you remember that the period of an election and the NLPN won, December 31st, that was the coup. New administration came in, new ministers, new everything, new order. So we have to start all by it. So during this period, that the new administration introduced all sorts of conditions, and Gulf Bank is the first bank in Nigeria to have been asked to go and submit the shareholders for security clearance. This was in place, and by August 1994, that was approved. And then, again, and as it went on, all sorts of conditionalities in the IMF condition were put on our way. We struggled on until eventually March 16, to be exact, we got the license to start Gulf Bank. I want to tell you one thing. When Gulf Bank was put together, after together, I paid the visit with Emir of Kano. He says, Inter Alia, it's a chief. I have waited with you for 8 years to start this bank. It is not because I am short of being the director of any bank, but because I believe in the cause for which this present board of directors champions. That is why I waited until I'm able to join your bank. And then went on. Please keep your nose clean. Don't do anything in Gulf Bank that will make me ashamed of being part of Gulf Bank. I said it openly that all our friends, all our customers, you can know that there is philosophy behind Gulf Bank. And this philosophy is represented by a man like Major General Odeye, by a man like Alhaji MD Yusuf, by a man like Chief Mbadisi, by a man like His Royal Highness Emir of Kano, and my humble self. These 5 outstanding people stuck together for 8 years. For 8 years. Bad apple. They cannot be all honest. But whatever any bad deed, any staff does in government, that is not the philosophy of the founding fathers. We have said over and over again that it's only by doing the right thing which the founding fathers established can anybody make any progress right and correct. We have the best bank possible. Gulf Bank represents the best. Our activities so far has been limited to Lagos. In Lagos, we have 3 branches. But Your Excellency, we had always thought that before we go outside Lagos State, we should come to your own capital. We have brought you a bank of honest people. Just many people do not know why, but this is not the goal for that. The entire directors also would like to congratulate them. And in that capacity, I am only directed and authorized to read the words or the speech of Mr. Felix and his Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, Chairman of Local Government Council Chairperson, Your Royal Highnesses, Governors and Chiefs, my Lord Spiritual and Temporal, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to deliver this keynote address on the occasion of the official opening of the Ojota branch of Gulf Bank of Nigeria Limited. I had all along pride in the mistaken belief that Gulf Bank of Nigeria Limited was an affiliate of one of the multi-million-dollar banks located in the Gulf states of the Middle East. But on a second reflection, and looking through the management team, I am almost convinced that it was an offshoot, or at least an affiliate of the money-changing Gulf oil. However, when I was approached by an old-time friend and colleague, Oloye Olariwaju Osmo, formally declared the bank open, I seized the opportunity to clarify the issue, as I am aware that the Oloye is actively involved in oil and gas ventures. After this explanation, the Gulf Bank of Nigeria Limited was neither an affiliate of any of the Gulf state banks nor our own Gulf oil, he explained further that Gulf Bank of Nigeria is a wholly owned Nigerian bank put together by respectable men and women of this country, and that it took its name from the Gulf of Guinea, which happens to be in the coastline of our country, Nigeria. I am made to understand that Gulf Bank of Nigeria Limited is a commercial bank, and that all its branches are located on the Lagos Island, and that with this representation here on our road, the bank has now ventured into the mainland in order to bring the Gulf with efficient banking services, hitherto available only to those residents on Lagos and Victoria Islands, and the teeming populace of our people in the area. I must congratulate the chairman and the entire members of the Board of Gulf Bank of Nigeria Limited for this decision. I must, however, state that there is a lot of room for improvement in banking services as offered in this country. I have been told that Gulf Bank of Nigeria Limited embarked on full computerization right from its inception. While I agree that automation, especially at the electronic level, is trying to improve on product delivery, thereby leading to more quick and efficient service, we should also remember that it has a tendency to replace human labor with the activities of mechanical and electronic devices. And we, at this point in time, in our developmental process, justify the huge expenses on electronic devices when the teeming population of school leaders, both at the secondary and tertiary levels, roam the streets of major urban centers in search of non-existent jobs. This infrastructural endowment of the country adequate to support these electronic innovations without a further strain on their limited resources. What is the state of requirements of banks to take countermeasures in preventing electronic frauds that is very prevalent in some of the advanced countries? The issue of loan thieves and the structural services are still very rampant within the banking industry. The seeming ostentatious style of living of many bank-off knockers and their subordinates based on their poverty and want, like the reality of our people, needs more careful examination. Banks do not concern themselves solely with profit making. They should endeavor to plow back some of the huge profit to the environment in which they are located for the benefit of the teeming populace which they serve. We in Lagos State Government have and will continue to provide a favorable climate that will ensure peace and stability, which is necessary for the growth of industry. We have also embarked on the provision of infrastructural facilities to ease the problems faced by industries located in the state. To this end, our Jubilee Line services were introduced to ease the transport services based on local activities. We have also embarked on the construction of Jubilee Housing Scheme, which will go a long way in alleviating housing projects of working workers in Lagos metropolis. Our recent investment in the expansion of water scheme will provide adequate potable water for residents of the state is also designed to enhance the good health of all residents. My government is challenge to encourage banks and other financial institutions to expand and offer their services to all corners of the state. We have actively encouraged various communities and local governments to establish community banks. We have also encouraged individuals to patronize services of banks through various enlightenment campaigns to educate the people on the advantages that are derived by putting their money in the banks. I must observe that it takes a lot of confidence by an individual to place his or her funds and life savings in a bank these days. And it is also extremely compelling that such banks must not display such trust. Banks will ensure that money transferred from one branch to another branch is effected as quickly as possible. Banks will also ensure that their internal control systems are adequately sensitive to detect whatever fraud that is planned before it actually takes place. I congratulate the Board of Directors of World Bank of Nigeria Limited, and I can assure you that now that we are so close to our secretariat, though we could have wished that the location should have been nearer, I shall ensure that respective units and parastatals are aware of the services which we have provided.
Okay, sir. Ready? Okay.
On behalf of the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Sir Michael Abolade Otedola, I, Ademola Ononuga, this day open this bank for services to mankind, and in the name of God, Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit.
this man. Move back now. How can you just walk into another?
This also has an advantage apart from calling the
in this room, they're all for special guests. So that means that all of us are all special guests. You're all very special to us because you're here to share this day with us. But there will be some people that will be sitting on this side of the table, and I would like to invite them over. The first person that I will invite happens to be the district governor of Lions Club International, Lion Chief Ogutuga and Mrs. Ogutuga.
Because there you cannot foretell what you may have to do. I am only temporarily doing this while we await the arrival of the chairman of today. And so I'd like to call us to order. And having called us to order, I would like to invite Lion Enan to come and read the Lion's object.
The Lion's object. To create and foster a spirit of understanding among the peoples of the world, to promote the principles of good government and good citizenship, to take an active interest in the civic, cultural, social, and moral welfare of the community, to unite the club in the bonds of friendship, good fellowship, and mutual understanding, to provide a forum for the open discussion of all matters of public interest, provided, however, that partisan politics and sectarian religion shall not be debated by club members. To encourage service-minded men to serve their community without personal financial reward, and to encourage efficiency and promote high ethical standards in commerce, industry, professions, public work, and private endeavors.
My privilege to invite Lion Solomon to please come up and read the Lion's Code of Ethics.
To create and foster a spirit of understanding among the people of the world, to promote the principles of good government and good citizenship, to show my faith in the worthiness of my vocation by industrious application to the end that I may merit a reputation for quality of service, to seek success and to demand all fair remuneration or profit as my just due, but to accept no profit or success as the price of my own self-respect, love, because of unfair advantage taken or because of questionable acts on my part. To remember that in building up my business, it is not necessary to tear down another, to be loyal to my clients or customers and true to myself. Whenever a doubt arises as to the right of ethics of my position or action towards my fellow men, to resolve such doubt against myself, to hold friendship as an end and not a means, to hold that true friendship exists not on account of the service performed by one to another, but that true friendship demands nothing but accept service in the spirit in which it is given. Always to bear in mind my obligation as a citizen to my nation, my state, and my community, and to give to them my answering loyalty in word, act, and deed. To give them freely.
Distinguished chiefs, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, fellow lions, Leos, we are still awaiting the arrival of some of our eminent invitees. Although today is Sunday, I have no doubt that some of them might have been caught, not in the traffic, but in other assignments. We hope that they will arrive in due course. As today is a day for the charter ceremony of New Lagos Lions Club, which is an all-female Lions Club, I'm sure that we would like to hear their sonorous voice, and there is no better way for someone who will lead us while we render one or two lion songs.
Ladies and gentlemen, those of you that have the program, you open to page 7, please. We are going to take the numbers. I like to be a lion to serve. And when I have humanity, I also song is number 4. I've got a lion spirit up in my head, up in my head, up in my head. Lion spirit up in my head, up in my head today. I've got a lion spirit. My heart, in my meet of the lion spirit. Drawing my feet today. Of the lion spirit all over me, all over me, all over me. Of the lion spirit all over.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, fellow lions and leaders, it is my pleasure to invite the last president of Surulere Lioness Club, who will come and give us a history of Surulere Lioness Club, which has metamorphosized into New Lagos Lions Club, and which have presently become Lions. Lions Aditi.
The district governor and wife, Chairman Lion Captain Joe Obayo, guest of honor, Femi Agbalajobi, my fellow lionesses, lions to be, for being able to see today. I thank God for you, and I wish you all the best. The Lioness Club was sponsored by Surulere Lions Club and was chartered in 1985. The first president of the club was Lioness Aderoju, followed by Lionesses Adeyemo Ayi, Orekoya, Odusholu, and my humble self as the last president of Lioness Club. Following the decision of the international body to allow the Lioness clubs to change to Lions clubs if they so wish, we in Lioness Club Surulere resolved to change to New Lagos Lions Club. It was not a difficult decision to take because we have over the years transformed into sisters that you will be tempted to believe that we are of the same parent. Among some of the projects we carried out during our tenure as Lioness Club are donation to Scan Center, building of fence of Atunda Olu School, Surulere, purchase of oven and typewriter for the remand home, Surulere. We set up a hairdressing area and bought sewing machines for the remand home, Surulere. We donated color TV to Lute Children's Ward. We also donated beddings to Maternity Ward, Randall Health Center, followed by donation of old clothes and foodstuff, cleaning materials to Old People's Home and Cheshire Home. We provided window nets to Yaba Health Center. It was not only donations. We carried out enlightenment programs on diabetes. We gave lectures and gave free tests. We gave free eye tests as well. We also gave lectures on AIDS, cancer, and drug abuse. With our sister clubs of Kutonu and Yaba. Finally, it will interest you to note that we were presented with an award for the best float in the March past of 1986 to 87 and 88 to 88. In 1990 to 91, we won the overall performer award and was presented with a trophy. In 1991-92, the then president received an award from the district governor for her activities. With the catalogue of awards, there is no doubt in my mind that we shall roar out forth in all our activities as Lions Club. Thank you.
I was not rousing enough. Thank you very much. Afternoon. But before we go on to that, I would like the past president of Surulere Lioness Club, here present, to be upstanding, and we will give them appropriate applause for the leadership and good work they have done in the past. Thank you very much. Supported by the sponsors of this new club. And I have taken it on myself by virtue of the authority and power invested to nominate, and I'm sure that no one will object to my nomination. All objections will be filed, but they will definitely be thrown out. I shall ask the president of Surulere Lions Club to be upstanding and to step out there. I would also like to invite a past deputy district governor in the person of Lion Adeyemo to please step out there. I know that these two gentlemen represent all the history